EGM Network.
Honestly, without Treasure Coast Community Health, I think we'd be a much poorer community in terms of our health. We're always striving to fill the gap for everyone in the community, rich or poor. Good afternoon and welcome to Community Conversations. My name is Vicki Soule and I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health, which you already heard, but just kind of in case you were dozing. We are a nonprofit. I think everyone in town knows that, but it's particularly important today because we're going to be talking about National Philanthropy Day. And every nonprofit really is dependent on the goodwill and the philanthropic efforts of the community where they reside and work, and we are no different. If it weren't for the generous people in our community, I don't know what we would do. Yeah, I've heard that line somewhere before. Anyways, today I'm pleased to have two individuals that are going to talk to us about the upcoming plans to celebrate. And so welcome, Jane McNulty.
Hello.
Hello. I understand you're the chair this year of this big event.
Absolutely. I'm just so thrilled and honored to be doing that. And I'm here today with Stephanie Nelson. She's our co-chair. And so the event is National Philanthropy Day, and it is hosted by the Association of Fundraising Professionals, AFP, the Indian River chapter. It's a membership organization, really just advancing philanthropy and a great networking organization for anybody that's working in fundraising.
Absolutely. You know, we all depend on those organizations to help us eliminate the what do I do next feeling. And have you got any creative ideas that I haven't thought of, as you say, that networking, so that we all get bigger and better at what we do, because it's interesting how life changes and things change with us.
It certainly is.
As you came on, we were just talking about how interesting things have been and difficult for many people. And so philanthropy, again, plays a part in terms of helping the supporting organizations support the rest of the community. So it is very important.
Absolutely.
So when is the big day?
So National Philanthropy Day is November 15th, and that's actually nationwide. So for us, the event will be held at the Up Center from 5:30 to 7. And what it is we really get together and each of the organizations can pick an honored leader. So somebody that really supports your organizations with their time, their talent, their treasures. You know, people often think philanthropy is just money, but it's also the skills, the volunteers. There's so much that goes into making nonprofits work. So it's going to be just a night of celebrating and honoring some of the great philanthropists in our community.
Well, and it seems very apropos for it to be at Unite Against Poverty, because they have certainly stepped forward in many ways to support our community, again, as a nonprofit. So
it's an honor to be part of, but I do have to tell you, this event would not be coming down and happening had it not been for Stephanie, because
thank you, Stephanie.
There is so much going on, and she's just been such an amazing support.
And Stephanie, you represent what organization?
The Gifford Youth Achievement Center.
Okay.
Yes. So as their Assistant Director of Philanthropy, and it's been a pleasure working with Jane and the rest of the National Philanthropy Day Committee. I think it's a wonderful event, and the timing of it couldn't be more appropriate, right, with the impacts of Hurricane Milton and the tornadoes that struck our community. And there have been countless ways outside of National Philanthropy Day that you have just seen this community really step up. And, you know, we knew that we lived in a special place already, but it just is
things
awesome.
Like this that happen really act as a vibrant reminder of how much you can depend on the folks that you live and work with. And so we're really not done.
Right.
You know, my family keeps saying, when's all the brush going to disappear? It's like, that is such a minor part of life.
Right.
But the grass is dying underneath of it. It's grass. It's not life-saving. So tell us then, can people come in and observe if they haven't been a part of this before? are there tickets to continue the
Yes.
fundraising?
Yes, so you're exactly right. So the tickets are available for purchase online. It's $80 per person, and it's a great event to witness and see the impacts of philanthropy in our community and honor those individuals that have been lifted up by different organizations. And then even if you're just curious about the Association of Fundraising Professionals and what we do as an organization, or learning about other organizations in the area, it would be a great opportunity and very uplifting event. It has a citrus theme to it, so we will have zesty inspired bites and beverages for guests to indulge on.
I didn't want to be tacky and say for $80 is there food, but thank you for answering that unspoken question.
and 2 drink tickets come with that as well. Yes.
Okay.
An American Icon Brewery is doing the catering for us,
nice.
and also has a special brew, a tangerine wit, that they're designing the bottles for us. So the title is Philanthropy, the Heartbeat of Indian River County, because really, we really live in a magical community.
We really do. And you came up with that before the tornadoes, I'm sure.
Right.
Yes.
But talk about beating hearts, pulling together through United Way and all the things that various folks have done at United Against Poverty in that first week after was truly a heartbeat of our community.
There's a lot of hands and a lot of people. I mean, we had people just walking in saying, "I'm here to volunteer. How can I help?" We had 2 ladies that drove down from Georgia and had seen that the tornadoes had hit and just got in their cars and drove down and just, I don't even know how they wound up finding us, but the entire week we're just, working tirelessly. And that's the type of community that we live in. Like Stephanie said, I mean, this tragedy that happened, this disaster that happened, just really showed again how quickly our community mobilizes and comes together. And, I think in the past and maybe in other communities, there can kind of be a competition between nonprofits. And that's not what we see here in this community. Our nonprofits here really work together and really come together. And I think that's why we're able to have such a profound effect, and be able to help. Half of our community lives paycheck to paycheck. So all of these organizations, coming together can really, really make a great impact. And that's what we're going to celebrate.
It's interesting because I came back to Vero after living somewhere else, and I met with someone and I said, "I don't understand. We're both nonprofits. Why are we competing?" And they said, "Because we each have a very small amount of people who are wealthy or have insurance, or, those are the ones that we're competing." I'm like, why? There are so many people. What? I'm not getting it. I'm still not getting it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty common in larger cities, I think. And so sometimes it does carry on as people move in here. But generally speaking, I think the peer pressure of the rest of the nonprofits say, like,
fall in line.
Yeah, that's not the way we do things in Vero.
We're friends here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the great things that I love about the Association of Fundraising Professionals, about AFP. I just got into the nonprofit arena and into fundraising. It's been 7 or 8 years now, but being part of this organization, there are people there that have been doing this 20, 30 years. And, I can call and ask them anything. We share calendars with each other to make sure that we're not, trying to schedule things at the same time. Just like you said, talking about strategy, or, hey, have you ever tried this? Did it work? Hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Is there any blind spots? If you are in fundraising in Indian River County, I cannot encourage you enough to become a member of AFP. They do training sessions, and all of it is just a part of the membership. It's amazing.
And you guys meet pretty regularly then?
Yeah, we do like informal get-togethers. We'll meet up at a coffee house or meet up at 21st Amendment or something like that. They try to do at least quarterly a training. One of them, unfortunately, got canceled because of Milton. But it's going to be rescheduled. And that one is going to be talking about how to use AI to magnify your fundraising as
That's
and
a big deal. We're all trying to figure out
Yeah.
what will be the benefits of that. What are the downsides?
Pitfalls. Mhm.
Yeah. I have this phone that every once in a while takes on a life of its own. It hung up on my husband and called someone else yesterday. And I was like, what? I can't even say it's a butt dial because it was in my hand.
Yeah.
But by the same token, when you look at, like on Facebook, AI will give a summary of all the comments, and that's a wonderful thing. And how can we maximize being able to summarize large amounts of information without having to drag through it ourselves? And so for fundraising, that seems like a delightful use.
Absolutely. And I think this one's going to really also focus on planned giving, which is a big thing in our community. So that's just one of the benefits, and
so do you have outside speakers? I'm gathering from what you just said.
We do, yes.
Do the dues cover that? If you pay as an individual or as a corporation, then do you have to pay extra for outside speakers?
It depends on the professional development opportunity. So some of the meetings are included with your membership. And then, as Jane had mentioned, the A+ speaker opportunity, that is where the organization is pulling somebody in from out of town. And so there is a cost associated with those. And the organization definitely encourages board participation, right? And so we want our board members to be educated on these topics and be able to support us in our work.
Absolutely.
And so it's always a good idea to invite your board to those professional development opportunities as well.
I got to get out more. I'm not going to say another word.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to take a short break for a word from our sponsors, and then we'll come back and we'll continue this conversation.
Okay.
Great. Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
Ho, ho, ho! Vendors, join our Merry Market at Downtown Friday's Winter Wonderland, presented by GHO Homes and Main Street Vero Beach. Shoppers are ready to unwrap some special finds. Live music with Johnny and the Blaze, food trucks, reindeer games, and a visit from Santa. Ho, ho, ho! Vendors, heat up those sales. Book your space at Downtown Friday's Winter Wonderland. Black Friday, November 29th at 6 p.m. downtown Vero Beach. Ho, ho, ho!
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Bollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a huge fall sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeout and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Sunshine.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. If you're just joining, my name is Vicki Soule. I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health, a nonprofit that provides all kinds of medical primary care and dental and behavioral health and pharmacy and sort of a one-stop shopping for your convenience. We have all board-certified individuals. We are taking appointments. Although I have to say that our dental area is still, despite our hiring lots of wonderfully qualified dentists, is still a bit out in terms of getting an appointment several months. Although I have to also admit that I've talked to some of our neighboring community health centers, and they say 3 months. Ours are 6 to 9 months out. So dental is a very, very much needed service. And we're honored to be able to provide that as quickly and as efficiently as we can. We also have behavioral health. We take care of people with substance use disorder, both in testing and treatment. And so if you have any questions at all, give us a jingle. We have 8 locations around town, and we work real hard never to turn anyone away. So give us a buzz. Today, though, we're really focusing on nonprofits because quite soon, National Philanthropy Day will be upon us. And so Jane and Stephanie are both here to talk about that. So I turn it back to you to inform us. November 15th,
Okay. 5:30 to 7. It will be at the Up Center, which is 1400 27th Street. And I want to take a minute. I'm going to pick up my paper because I don't want to forget anybody. I want to thank our sponsors for this event. We have our presenting sponsor is Carter Advancing Philanthropy Worldwide, an amazing organization. And then a special thank you to our gold partners, Indian River Community Foundation, the Robert F. and Eleanor W. McCabe Fund, Spire Point Financial, and Fair Beach Magazine. And then finally, our silver partners, Block and Scarpa, Minuteman Press, and Gold Cooksy Fennell. And also a special thank you to the Buggy Bunch. I don't know if you know, but they come out as a group and really handle the registration, the walk-in, all of that for us. So if you don't know what National Philanthropy Day is, it's a special night where all the nonprofits who are part of the Association of Fundraising Professionals, Indian River Chapter, get together and really get to honor some of our philanthropists. And I know Stephanie is going to tell you some more about that.
Yes. So this year we have 10 honored leaders, and every organization who is a part of AFP is invited to lift up someone who has really made an impact in their organization. And as Jane had mentioned, that could be through time, talent, or treasure. And we know that we all have countless individuals who lift up our organizations, and we want to thank them all. This day, though, we have 10 of these individuals, and I'll go ahead and read them off here. So Pamela Bjorkman, Deborah Fromang, Mike and Jan Harrell, Chris Hill, Alan Jones, Linda Kloss, Debbie Padnock, Mary Buff Penrose, the Sebastian Exchange Club, Larry Staley, Teresa Toll, and a special recipient who will receive the President's Award, which is the highest award from AFP, is Mr. Sid Banak. And so that is a special honor for Sid Banak, and we're honored to have his family as part of the celebration as well. As his recent passing, most of the community knows, and that's a big loss for the community, but he was a special individual, and their family as a whole has made a tremendous impact on the community. So
I think you forgot one, though. Piper Aircraft.
Yes.
And I only know that because
right.
that was United Against Poverty.
Right.
No worries.
Well, as you said, it is a very special lifting up. And so I recognize many of those names.
Yes.
And, if you are not part of AFP, but want to recognize and be there to congratulate them, anyone can purchase tickets to be at that. So do you have a website that's handling that?
Yes, we do. So if you Google or search AFP Indian River online, it'll take you to the page. You can select National Philanthropy Day, and the tickets are available for purchase online. We did have an inquiry. Someone had asked about sending in a check for tickets, and that is also an option. There's a P.O. box that is listed on the website as well. So if somebody would prefer to pay by check, that is also welcomed. And then for more information, if you follow AFP Indian River on social media, we're both on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find more information as well about the event.
So following up on the P.O. box and the check, if they were to send something in, but it's getting close to the deadline, how would they get their tickets? Do you have like a will call line or something?
Yes. So
Okay.
the registration will be by name. So we will have an RSVP list at the check-in desk with the Buggy Bunch. And so individuals can purchase their ticket up until the day before the event. And we'll have their name on the list.
Removing all the barriers.
That's
Just
right.
wanted to make sure that everybody understood. This is not your first rodeo. How many times have the AFPs in this group had this special celebration?
Oh, goodness. I think it's going back at least 2008
So
or 9.
So the Indian River chapter was founded in 2006. So they are upcoming. Yes, their 20th anniversary is coming up. And then as far as the exact number, though, for how many National Philanthropy Days,
A lot.
yes,
Let's just say
it's
a
long
lot.
before Jane and I.
Yes. And it's a really great method that they have. So last year, I was the co-chair. Marty Mercado was the chair. And so this year, I'm the chair. Stephanie is the co-chair. Next year, she'll be the chair. And someone else will come behind her,
It
to
is
help
a
as the
great
co-chair.
system.
So, yeah, because then you get, 1 year of getting to know everything and getting involved. And then the next year, they hand you an
big is your
entire
chapter?
box full
of
of
stuff.
everything from every National Philanthropy Day. I think we were over 70 members. Aren't we coming up on 80 now?
That's fantastic.
I'm pretty sure that was the number that they reported at the last board
So
meeting.
if someone heard the broadcast and wanted to join, what's the easiest way to go about that?
AFP Indian River, if I was to try and tell you the whole name of the website, it's a little long. So
Okay.
it's just
Letters.
much
Go to
easier.
AFP.
AFP Indian River on Google will pop right up.
Okay.
And then the tabs at the top, you'll see the one for National Philanthropy Day, but there's also one to become a member. And when you become a member, we have a new member orientation. We have a get together for new members. We also have a mentor program where if you would like to, you can be assigned someone who's been around AFP a little longer to kind of take you under their wing and, meet you at events so you're not walking in alone.
Yeah.
We just really want this to be a place where people feel welcome and can come in and learn from each other and support each other in our endeavors.
Well, it's certainly the lifeblood of many not-for-profits, without a doubt. And so
Yes.
very important role in being supported is huge.
Yes. Another benefit to the AFP membership, I would make a plug for some of the scholarships that AFP offers. And so this event is a pipeline for some of those opportunities. There is a Florida conference, Planet Philanthropy, but then there's the National AFP Icon Conference, which is, days-long professional development for those in our industry. And then we can take all of that knowledge and bring it back to our organizations and our community. But AFP Indian River offers scholarships to both new members and existing who show a lot of promise. And you can apply for those scholarships if you are an AFP member and then being able to attend some of those professional development opportunities.
That's really good to know because there's many organizations that start off small and then realize that they need to stretch their budget a little bit by having a fundraiser officially titled. And so with limited funds initially, that's a huge benefit that you guys are propelling future fundraising professionals forward.
Yes.
Well, we have just about a minute left. Anything else that you'd like to say before we wrap up?
I just, if you've never been to a National Philanthropy Day, I really, really encourage you to come. You cannot possibly leave the room not feeling good. I mean, it's such an uplifting, really moving experience to be part of.
I would concur. And so on that happy note, I will say thank you for being with us to the end. Spread the word. If you heard something interesting, act on it. And we'll see you next week. Thanks, Jane.
Thanks,
Stephanie.
Vicki.
Wonderful
Thank
having
you,
you here.
Vicki.